I need ya, I need you on me, yeah. You should let me love ya, love you so deep, yeah. Oh, I love this, when you put it on me, then you call me baby, then you intertwine it, yeah.
Bro. Oh wait, sure, my friends, welcome back to an episode of Gifted Heartz. I'm AK. As you can see, guys, today I'm chilling with Sanele Qwabe. And guys, before I even chat more with him, I just want to tell you something about this guy. This guy doesn't accept boundaries. And why do I say that? I say that because this guy right here has got his own film, which he directed, designed, and produced. And it's an animation film, by the way. It's titled Blue. It first got screened last year in November, and this is also Blue, by the way, guys. This is one of the characters, the main character. And besides that film, he also has another film on Amazon Prime titled The Process of Starting a Fire. He also has a back collaboration with a Durban-based back designer known as Mason Originals, right?
Yeah.
And that one was based off the character of the Special Ones. It's another anime film of his, animation film, by the way. I mean, not anime, animation. And so, and before even chat more, and I think he also does photography and videography. Now, bro, I just want to say big thank you for the opportunity to come here and interview you in your workspace. Hey, bro, Sanele, bro, what do you appear there, God? Alright, bro, and granted, bro. So, enjoy ngisho kuqala, bro, bengithanje. So, ongithathele, bro, Sanele ubani?
Like, what you mean?
Like, when you describe as umuntu onjani, bro, ukhabukaphi and wafundaphi?
I describe myself as an artist, first and foremost, because I just love to express myself in different ways, but specifically in film and animation. In terms of education, I went to the University of Pretoria. I did information design, which is like graphic design. And I'm from Richards Bay.
Oh, wait, Richards Bay.
Richards Bay, yeah. I'm an island boy.
Alright, bro, I Richards Bay. I guess this is coming in it.
No,
it's coming in Richards Bay, no,
yeah, it's like Logish. Kona Logish. So Kona obviously I'm Logish, I'm suburbs. And Kona is coming, Kona Merency, Kona Fulton Flay, Boratum, but it's just a lot. When it's Elaine, it's just a lot of like places in by Richards Bay is like obviously the main thing. It's like Durban, having different. So it's like a Mlazi, but on a smaller scale.
And when it comes to animation, bro, like hands we from there, bro. I mean, we had.
In terms of Wifunda, I didn't really go to school specifically for animation because I'm a graphic designer by profession, by qualification. Animation was something that came to me during like a gap year after high school, and I was enjoying it, spending my time expressing myself through that way. And then the following year, obviously, I went to varsity, but I carried on like harnessing my side, my animation side, while graphic design, because in a way, because you have to design a character, you have to design environments, you have to like design a logo for the film, for the character, like, and make it appealing. So like it correlates together. Yeah.
Oh wait, bro. And for your film, Blue, bro, how long did it take you to get? And because I'm not mistaken, if I remember, I actually came to watch it when it got screened there at KZN office site.
Yeah, I remember I met you that time. Yeah.
Yeah, so like what was the process, bro, and like how long did it take, bro?
Uh, it was difficult, bro. It took me the whole year last year, like writing it and animating it, and getting the characters and people to do my voices. And I voiced one of the characters. I actually am the voice of Upu. And the music, getting the music, original music, you know, all those things are really like time consuming because it's a process. As much as it's a short film of like 11 minutes, like every part is intricate because for this film I really wanted to make everything like quality, even the music quality, the sound design like quality. So it took me the whole year. Yeah.
No way. And the most impressive part is not in the fact that it got selected for Make Me Laugh in Poland. Now, bro, because I'm pretty sure out there's probably some youngsters who'd also be happy if they were, what you call this, if they have to achieve that type of opportunity. When it comes to an eye, bro, like, what is the process and how did you get the opportunity to be part of that festival? Make Me Laugh Festival.
So so I applied to like so many festivals. I applied to so many festivals. I think over 100 festivals, and there's like rejection every day, which is part of the process. And some take you, some don't. But I've been fortunate enough to be recognized by some, you know, especially out of this country, like in Poland and in Portugal and in Brazil, which is kind of nice, you know, to have your work travel and you hear like, but your work is out there. Someone is seeing what you created across this country, across this continent is incredible, and I hope to achieve more of that along the line.
No way. And the parts we have to like pay to enter or no, not really.
Yeah, I mean there are some like awakhokhelayo, like akhona awakhokhelayo, like this Durban International Film Festival ngayikhokhela yona. So I'm hoping I might get into that one again. That would mean a lot to get into Durban Film Festival. And other ones like you pay, and some are okay. It's just, I think it would depend on the prizes and the caliber of, like in Tribeca is like Academy Award recognized. So obviously uzoyi cocaine but yeah.
And when it comes to my inspirations are, bro, like what Tola Pig, it comes to you being an animator and also a filmmaker and so on, etc.
Of the animation in terms of inspiration for just animation specifically is because a guy from Scotland, his name is Will Anderson, and I remember he took out this film called what is it called, Have Hearts. And it has no dialogue, it's just sound design. Like even the characters mabe communicator, it's through sound and not vocally like saying words, but you understand what's being seen, and it's so simple, and like the style that he made, it was like, yo, this could be the foundation of what I'm like headed towards, because I really enjoy watching it, which is why like Blue is very like simple shapes, just straight to the point, and try to make shapes evoke emotion and see what comes out of that. Like just simplifying everything is kind of like my thing right now. Is to just caveman, started fire vibe. Like I just want to simplify everything, every feeling, love, human connection, living. Like I just want to simplify it to the basics because those are the most important things in this day and age. Yeah.
And namzansi khona manje usambe bashaya animation wabukayo noma not really.
Not necessarily animation, but people that are like artists, like they might create some characters, but it's not like animated characters. Like the African Ginger, everyone like is a very amazing artist. He's very good with like character and like character designing and proportions, and it's amazing what he does. And Garabo, she's an amazing artist as well. Like the stuff that she did on the Soweto Towers is amazing, and some of her commercial stuff. And I think she also did the cover for AKA.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. And she did the shoe collaboration with like Nike as well, and LeBron wore that shoe. That's crazy.
And the funny part, that's how I first got to know her.
I got to know her like through school. When I was studying, like because I was looking for inspiration, and she came across as one of my inspirations. So yeah.
Oh yeah, bro, that's impressive, bro. That's great to hear that type of thing, bro. And do you come struggles, Marco, like finding man comes to it like animator?
I think.
In fact, everyone say animator, bro, because I feel like if I say animator, it's more like we're just focusing on one thing.
It's cool because that's what I'm on right now.
That's what you're just focusing on, you know?
Yeah, and I'm gonna make movies, like animation, but I might like join to the real life and animation side because I don't think anybody has done it in this country. Yeah.
Check, that'd be a fine thing. Can't wait to see that and what happens. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And we call this so what would you say your struggles are? That's the main question. But besides that, when it comes to you designing animation, are you targeting like all the people, or is it more like little kids, or it depends?
It's kind of tricky because animation is something that's of interest. Like you can be 60 and like animation, you can be 10 and not like animation. Like I don't really have an age group in terms of targeting. I watch anime, and I really enjoy watching anime, and it's not like an age thing. So when I make these things, the works that I do, like the movies or whatever animation, like I do it for me. Like if I had to watch it, it doesn't matter if like it's a 10-year-old is watching it, if a 60-year-old is watching it, but it's usually like the movies are specifically what I want to see.
Oh, yeah. I can understand that because even I still remember when I was like a little kid, there were some cartoons I wouldn't, enjoy watching that still get me bored. Yeah. But to this day, some I still go back and watch. Yeah. Just search up and watch it. Even my movie, yeah. So yeah, you're right in that part. Yeah. And now we're gonna move back to the question I was asking about like your struggles, like which part the main struggle.
Struggles. I mean, obviously, financials is always going to be a struggle when it comes to like creating like projects because you always need like backing. But I think resources in terms of like where I'm at right now and like the people that I communicate with are majority overseas in the sphere of e-animation. It's like I'm in Durban. I don't really know where I can like find another Durban animator. Yeah, well, it's kind of like something that's we have to like really like search and look hard to find. I think resources in terms of that, like if I had to collaborate with somebody who's also an animator, it's kind of like gonna be hard because I don't really know that many people in the same field as me, you know.
I totally get what you're saying, yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, the only South African cartoon I can ever think of is, I'm not sure if you know this other guy on YouTube known as Commercial, but like even him, like it's been a while since I checked him out. Yeah.
It's not who is it called?
Well, I'm not sure who's the designer behind it, but I just used to watch it because it would make me laugh. It was just based off,
I think I know.
Yeah.
Did he do it that those ads chicken again?
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same person.
Yeah, that's like the only one. So yeah, it's quite an interesting thing. Yeah, because one of those things makes you realize it's good. Yo.
Yeah. And
You-
Nakona
you understand?
is like, oh, well, not that many otaki,
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Which for me is my major inspiration in life is seeing Miyama doing like great things. That's my major inspiration. Like if I see Miyama doing something great, like that makes me feel great because I can see myself doing that. So Nakona, when I'm searching for these things, like these people, I usually search for not in like a racist or prejudiced way. It's just like it's just so much. Like we are so far behind based on the history, and we just need to try to catch up as much as we can.
I see what you're saying. Well, as much as it is hard to find, them. Well, what's so hard for you to perhaps be like inspiration, maybe for like the next generation of little kids?
To be an inspiration.
Yeah.
I guess just keep on doing what you do best, and like it's also how you do it in a corner. Like as much as any artist has struggles, like if a kid sees Wayne like crying and I don't want to say like bitching about
They are see it.
they gonna see you, like, because they need to, if they see you persevering through my anxiety, now it's gonna be like how Sanele, it didn't really like, it didn't budge him. Like, why would it budge me? Like as much as it's cool to express some of my emotions, struggling and whatnot, but it's also good to be strong and to persevere and to do it with ease, even though it's difficult. Like you might not have bread at home, but you still look good. Your outfit is still good. You still have a smile on your face. You don't need to like look like your struggles, which is something that I learned from people who are important to me. It's just like you don't really need to look like your problems. As much as it's hard, like it's really hard to, like as an artist, but like it's very important to put that out there, and because in a way you're manifesting that.
Sure. Yeah, that's something quite unique to think about it. Yeah. And when it comes to like all the work that you gonna release in the near future and all that you're working on, what impact would you say you're trying to make with the Muslims and so on?
So I'm when it comes to like the style of my creation, I'm very influenced by pop arts is like my major influence. Pop culture is very important to me because it's important because I want everything I do moving forward to look big, to look extravagant, to entertain, to grasp people's attention and to sort of just like pop. Like I just want everything to just pop. Like if I'm doing a character, I want it to look good. Like if I'm Yeah, that's why when I'm just animating this character, I didn't just animate it. I also made like a plushie for it and more like stuff like that. Like you just, it's gonna be a lot of that in my career where I'm just like um, creating something and then just working around that thing, creating a universe around it, and just trying to be extravagant as possible in terms of like delivery.
No, see, no, check what you're
Yeah.
saying, bro. Yeah, and plus it definitely is quite comfortable to me.
Yeah, it took me some time to get the right material. Because it was very important to me. It's like for when people have it, they feel comfortable. Because it's a very comfortable material. You just feel like holding it all the time. It's not irritating your skin or anything. It's like a really, really good Mongolese fleece material.
And this one is like still available to like be purchased.
Not not anymore. Not anymore because I'm working on something else. Which I hope will take out maybe next year. Yeah, not anymore.
No, maybe. No, I catch you, bro. Now, before I even start it off, obviously another question I've got for you, G, it's gonna be none other than which softwares do you use? Because like you designing it.
Software, like
Yeah, you designing, yeah. Although you did tell me, obviously, before like we started the interview and all stuff, bro. Yeah, but perhaps some people out there, they want to know whenever.
so I use a free. It's actually a free program called Blender for my 3D stuff. And then for my 2D animation, I use a program called Imoho Studio Imoho, which is kind of pricey, but it's worth it. And then but even with Blender, you can also do 2D animation in Blender. It's just my preference when it comes to like my ecosystem level. And then character design. When I'm designing my characters, I usually use Adobe Illustrator. Not so much Photoshop, but it's Illustrator because it's like I'm working like vectors. I'm on vectors, it's like the type of file to send through to Imoho, so you can manipulate each point without pixelating.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
And if you try it, perhaps there's another one known as Adobe, not Premiere Pro. It's Media, Media something. I'll get the name for you, whatever it is.
Yeah, I checked out all the Adobe.
Oh, After Effects. It's called After Effects.
Yeah, After Effects. It's like I said earlier, like it's very important to know as many tools as you can in whatever you're doing. So I know all these programs like After Effects, Adobe Animate, which I think used to be Flash, and then there's another one called Adobe Character Animation or something like that. And then there's lots more. Like I know those programs. I know specifically what I need from them. So during After Effects and it's all I call that I won't get in Lama ML programs, vice versa with everything else. So it's very important to know the tools and know as many tools as you possibly can in whatever you're doing, whether it's fashion or it's painting. Just know different strokes of expressing your ideas.
Yeah. Well then, I suspect it, G. I just want to say, bro, G, thank you a lot, bro. Hope you don't waste your gift, bro. And what else, bro? Quando mozo on for me, guys, bro. Guys, like you say, hey, yeah, like some quando mozo now for me, before we give out, G.
Why do you do this?
Why do I do it, bro?
Yeah.
Well, bro, if you watched the first episode, you realize in the intro, Adichie stated everything. But obviously, let me just like give you like a flashback basically, bro, one of the things was, you know how like overseas, it's easy for you to go on Hypebeast, Complex, and all these other Instagram pages to see the different brands from overseas. So it was like, there's so many people out here, bro, who are creative, bro. Whether it's art, design, entertainment, lifestyle, music, etc. But we hardly ever get to know them. We only get to know them once they're buzzing. I'll give example. One example is, take the example of the artist who Black. My brother, he didn't know him, but I knew him before he buzzed. Obviously through the group Cloud Snip Boys, because obviously in high school, I'd go to all these different small events in Durban, and also listen to the music now and then. So I was like, what if I can just find a way to interview these people, get to know them? Because, bro, just do it, bro. Just look at this work. Yeah. Why must I wait for you to buzz just so I can get to know about you and your work? Why don't I just get to know you before the rise up and all that stuff? So it's just all about me, And also, another thing is obviously I want to create, this kind of platform where creatives can see other creatives, bro. Because like it's one of those things. Let's say maybe there's some fashion designer wants to do some type of shirts, but he's not got a experience of not shirts. Let me say some type of dress or blazer, but you're not good with doing that. At least they can like perhaps go and check who's on my channel and say, okay, here's some design suits. Let me perhaps communicate with them and try and collab. Or maybe like there's some music artist who wants to collaborate with another singer in Durban, but they don't know any. So it's one of those things, bro. It's just me going out there, finding as many creative people as possible. And in fact, I don't even like to say creative because I feel like when I say creative, it kind of puts like a boundary at the same time.
It's like creative is like everybody, like even an engineer is creative. So I understand.
Yeah, because
it's just not content creation. I think that's like it's like almost like as if people link creator to content creator, which are two different things. But yeah.
No, yeah, G. Yeah, that's not one of the main reasons, bro. That's why I do it, G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, bro. But shout out, though, bro. Thank you. Stay good, bro. All right.